He's a business owner over off of Colfax and Josephine.
Colfax and Josephine, yeah, or York probably is a better way to say it.
That's right. Those two go side by side one ways.
Yeah.
Near City Park, and he's also a business owner who's committed to the planet, and he's a small business owner, and so I wanted to invite him on to talk about some great small business gifts that you could buy for your significant other or for people in your family. Matt, thanks for coming on the broadcast.
Hey, Tony, Anthony, thank you so much for having me here. Yes, some great gifts that you could do. I always love going local. So wherever you are, you want to go local. You want to get local artisan gifts, local food, local gifts. There's a shop right next to me. It's called Studio Colfax. And I'm just going to plug them real quick because they're on my block. And they have some of the best gifts ever that are homemade, but they're very professional looking. Some of them are just carved little stones that you put in your freezer and they become like ice for your drinks. And it's really cool.
Put it in the comments right now. What's the name of this spot?
It's called Studio Colfax.
Okay.
And if you're coming down on Colfax and you want to see Studio Colfax, you may as well come down to Green Door Fitness.
Yeah.
Get a workout in.
Yeah.
Right? You want to come to Green Door Fitness. We have personal training at membership prices, and our real specialty, especially with COVID right now, is we can get you in with a trainer, one-on-one training, and we can shut the rest of the gym down so that there's no one else there other than you and the trainer. So we keep it really small, really private, really safe. So that's a really good thing for us.
Well, I know we're coming into the new year. A lot of people start planning for the new year in this month, and they want to make improvements. They want to adjust. They want to up level. And so I thought maybe you could tell a story about a client that you've had, because you've been in business for a lot of years. I figured you'd probably have a story that you could tell us about somebody who did come in during this time with some challenges physically, and what was their transformation?
Yeah, great question, Tony. By the way, we've been in business here at Green Door Fitness. March will be 7 years. I've been personal training for over 20. But as far as transitions, we have this in-body tracker right behind me. It's right over here. And this is basically a medical device that we can track your body fat percentage, your weight, and all these other metrics. And in 10 days, I've seen somebody go, we checked them on there. In 10 days, they lost 15 pounds and 6% body fat. Now that is phenomenal, and that's not going to happen to everybody. Most of us don't have that much to lose. But at the same time, we keep track, we make it tangible so that we can see it and feel it. And that was just a huge, huge drop that we've never seen anything like that. It was great.
Awesome. I wanted to put your own website in the comments here. What's your website, Matt?
Yeah, just greendoorfitness.com. Easy.
Right. There it is in the comments for those of you that are watching. Matt, tell the viewers about the name of your business and why is it named Green Door Fitness?
Well, as you mentioned, Tony, at the beginning, as you were introducing me, I do care more about life more than just fitness. That is my profession. I love to do fitness because it gets me out into the world. And as I'm out in the world doing adventures, I've done some adventures with you, Tony, that some of the adventures just make me realize that no one's taking care of our planet. And so we got to take care of our planet. We've got to recycle. Green Door Fitness is we've been a green Denver business. The Denver government has a special certification for being a green Denver business, and all 7 years that we've been around, we have been a part of that, and we're a strong supporter of that. I like I said, shop local. I get all my food local. I I've started hunting so that I can get my own meat that way. I support a local CSA in the summertime so that I can get all my veggies from up there and fruits from Paonia and Hotchkiss out that way.
Yeah. Let's maybe promote that because that's a good gift too.
Those are great gifts, yeah.
What is a CSA?
So a CSA is community shared agriculture. So those are great things because here it's December. Well, it's going to be December, a couple of days, right? And this is usually the time that I put my money and give it to the farm that's actually called Monroe Farm, the one that I use. And I give it to Monroe Farm in December. So all the money goes right to the farm. You're going to the grocery store, great place to get food, no doubt. But the food goes to the grocery store, to the distributor, and then maybe to the farmer, right? So this way, I'm making sure the farmer gets all his money. And they've got it early, too. They get a big chunk from me, a big chunk from everybody, so that they already know all the money that they have in January just for the whole year. And then, I buy that would be another great gift. You could go in with some neighbors, some friends, family, and you could buy a whole hog or a whole goat. And so I've done that before because not everybody's a hunter, right? So I'll supplement some meat with things like that. And that would be a great thing that you guys could, as a gift, you could be like, hey, I'm going to get a quarter of the hog. You get a quarter, we'll give everybody a quarter. And that's a great gift.
That's great. Well, I don't know if I've asked you yet, but what would be an example gift that someone could buy from Green Door Fitness for their significant other? What kind of options do you have there? If fitness is the thing, if getting healthy is the thing, do you have a selection? What kind of ways could people get fit over there?
We don't sell a whole lot, but we do have a few shirts around, right? Whoops. We have a few shirts. We have some hats. We it's getting colder out. We have some stocking hats. We have some baseball caps.
Great.
But
so they come in, they get a membership style fitness program, and everybody who joins as a member gets personal fitness, which is different than a maybe a bigger membership type gym. And they schedule their time in once a week, so they've got it on the calendar, and it's sanitary because it's just you and a trainer in there.
Yeah.
And what about spinning classes? Are you doing those anymore?
Yeah, great question, Tony. We actually have spin classes on Wednesday and Friday mornings, and they're on Zoom, very similar to what we're doing right here. And so our instructors at home, we've actually delivered mini bikes, and some people have their own bikes at home. And so we're doing spin classes that way. And we actually have a couple more bikes here for rent. If anybody would like to do that, you could rent a bike for the next couple of months and take our spin classes, or just use the bike on your own leisure.
That's great. That's some ingenuity there. Way to transition in the midst of adversity.
Yeah, we also have, as far as Zoom workouts, we have some boot camps that we do on Tuesdays, Thursday mornings. And those are, I'm on it, leading it. And, I'll have 6 to 8 people there, and we're all working out. And it's a lot of fun.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, got to say thanks for coming on the broadcast with me. I know I kind of gave this invitation to you last minute, but I really appreciate you bringing this value to the people who are watching out there. I was going to have one more business that did cupcakes, but I didn't get the invitation to out her early enough. And it looks like Pete is still on the call here. So I figured I'd just bring him back on to see if there's any other businesses that either of you two want to promote right now, local businesses that you know of. This is what this broadcast is all about. How can people who are watching support Small Business Saturday? Take it away, you guys.
Pete? Anything, Pete?
Oh, I'm going to listen to you for a second. I got a couple ideas.
Okay, well, I would definitely like to reach out and throw my wife's business out there. She's with Hair People. So, this wouldn't be complete if I didn't talk about her. She's had her small business going for almost 20 years now. And her father started that. And that is a great way to support some small business. Every girl wants her hair cut and colored and styled. So that's a great way to do it. Yeah, local breweries are great. You know, it all comes back for me. It's always local. Keep it local. Try to buy things made in Colorado. Those would be great things for me. What do you have, Pete?
Well, we have in Broomfield, we have a restaurant called Roots, and they started off as a catering business, and then they've had to switch as a restaurant. And with the dining shutdowns, the restaurant industry's really getting hammered right now. It's unfortunate. So support our friends at Roots in Broomfield. And when you get down to the Wheat Ridge area, there's a martial arts studio that's just down the street from me, and I can't remember their name, unfortunately, right off the bat. Nevertheless, it's like you said, it takes a conscious effort to support those businesses. One has to want to really be a part of that change and want to be a part of that support network to make that a reality. So I just exhort everybody out there to do that and to take the time to slow down a little bit and look around you and see what's around you before you jump on the internet and hit Amazon. You know, it's just such a complex environment out there right now. We know how easy it is to just hit your computer, click a couple of buttons and call it good. But the shift in the retail because of that has just been really brutal.
Yeah. Pete, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's so much easier to sit here and hit Amazon on your computer and just ship it right to your house. But I love to go to the Tattered Cover and buy a book from there just to really be in there and support that nice, you know, that's a great industry as well, just to books. And, you know, the restaurants, like you said, my friend has the Chocolate Lab right over here. His name's Phil. And if you can get any sort of takeout, they're coming up with all kinds of outdoor dining options. So try to support them. That'd be great.
Yeah, you know, it's really an interesting time right now. It's so funny because I'm kind of dual tasking here. I'm task switching, but I was reading on my computer just now about ghost kitchens, and there's people who are pushing back against ghost kitchens because they're concerned what it's going to do to the culture of their communities, right? If you all of a sudden people aren't gathering anymore to join in together in a meal, but they're on their home and they're on their device and they hit send and the food shows up and they never have to even engage. They don't even have to call and have a conversation with the person on the telephone to order their pizza. They could just hit a couple of buttons, pay, boom, the pizza shows up, and that's that. There's restaurant business owners out there really concerned about the cultural impact of this move towards delivery only models. And ironically enough, it's really strange that this article just came up because we just closed on purchasing a commercial building on Thursday. So we purchased a 3,000 square foot building in Louisville, Colorado to move some of our production. So we're really excited about that. It's going to allow us to scale our business model. But the other side of it is we're going to put a ghost kitchen in there. We're putting a ghost kitchen in this building we just bought. There will be no carry out, no pickup, no signage, no branding. The only way you'll be able to get food from Infinitus in Louisville is order on the internet, pay on the internet, and the driver's going to show up with the food. So while I'm lamenting, ostensibly I'm lamenting the rise of ghost kitchens and the dangers that it provides to denigration of the bonds of community, I'm embracing it fully because on an economic scale, it may be where we need to go. And what makes it even more ironic is that when we started Infinitus Pie, I'd spent 20 years in pizza delivery, and our number one goal was never to be in pizza delivery again. Never. We were going to make the best pizza ever. If people wanted the best pizza ever, they would have to come to us to get it. We'd make it so good they'd want to come to us, and they'd forego the delivery just to get the best. And while it worked for us well for 9 years, when the pandemic hit, we went back into pizza delivery. And now, far from pushing off on delivery, I've embraced delivery in a way that even when I was in the delivery business, I never embraced delivery because we still had carry out and pickup when I was in the delivery business. And now we're going to have none of that. And it's going to be 100% delivery. There will be no cash options. you won't be able to pay with cash. You're just going to be able to pay with your credit card to get it delivered, and that's that. It's pretty stunning.
That's a big turnaround.
It's a big turnaround.
Well, thanks for sharing these business ideas, you guys. Might have to think of a way to integrate this into a regular segment.
That'd be fun.
Hey,
Well, I know you guys got to get back to your business. Thanks for coming on the show and sharing your time with me, and for those viewers. For anybody that wants to get a hold of Matt Hammel at Green Door Fitness, go over to greendoorfitness.com. And anybody that wants a pizza, you can find him on Google. Just type in IPIE. IPIE. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, Anthony, man. Great job as always.
Thanks, Tony.
Nowadays, you are your own television broadcasting station, and it costs just a fraction of what it did 5 years ago.